Hey everyone, welcome back. We're diving into something a lot of you requested, a list of 20 habits to transform your life.
Yeah, this one should be good.
And we're talking about way more than just productivity here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This list hits health, happiness, really the whole picture.
The whole shebang.
Right. So I'm really excited to get into this.
Me too.
What about you?
Absolutely. And you know, what's really fascinating to me about this is that habits aren't just these things we do. They really are the building blocks of like who we become, right?
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Each action kind of adds up, shaping our days and then ultimately our whole life.
So true.
Yeah.
So let's break this list down.
Okay, sounds good.
The first few habits are all about setting yourself up for success, like right from the start.
Right out the gate.
Exactly. And that starts with, and you've probably heard this one before, but it's a classic for a reason, waking up early.
It's a classic.
It is. But what I thought was interesting is that this source material goes beyond just, rise and shine. It really gets into the science of why those early hours are so powerful,
It's true. And you know, one thing they point out is that having that quiet time before all the demands of the day start coming at you,
Oh, yeah.
that can really boost your willpower and focus.
Makes sense.
Yeah, think about it. Your brain is fresh. You've got that window to prioritize yourself, whether it's exercise or meditation or just, I don't know, a cup of coffee in peace.
Right. That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of prioritizing yourself, next up is cultivating gratitude.
Ooh, I like this one.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, this one used to sound a little, a little too woo-woo to me.
Yeah, I get that.
But the research in this source material is really compelling.
It is. It is.
It actually suggests that actively focusing on what you're grateful for can, rewire your brain.
Yeah.
And make you less susceptible to, negativity and stress.
Yeah, it's like building up this mental immunity.
I like that.
Yeah. And studies have actually shown that practicing gratitude can increase your levels of dopamine and serotonin, the feel-good chemicals in our brain.
Oh, so there's actual science to back this up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm listening.
Yeah. And over time, this can lead to some pretty big changes in your outlook and emotional resilience.
So it's not just about, feeling good in the moment. It's about building long-term happiness.
Exactly.
Which I really like.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next habit might feel a little more familiar, getting that daily exercise in.
Gotta get moving.
We gotta move. But what I appreciated about this source material is it goes beyond the usual, it's good for your heart type of thing.
Right. Right.
And it actually gets specific about the cognitive benefits.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. It even mentions this one study where just 10 minutes of brisk walking led to significant improvements in attention and memory.
Really? Just 10 minutes.
Just 10 minutes.
That's amazing.
I know. And then it goes on to say that it's not just about these short-term boosts either. Regular exercise can actually increase blood flow to the brain.
Makes sense.
And stimulate the growth of new brain cells.
Oh, wow.
So it's literally like a workout for your brain.
I love that. That's a good way to think about it.
Right. So I am officially on board with that one.
Yeah.
And then to round out this power-packed morning routine,
okay,
we have, you guessed it, reading. Now, you're probably a reader already if you're listening to this.
Yeah, most likely.
But what stood out to me in the source material is the emphasis on intentional reading.
Oh, intentional.
Yes. So it's about engaging with material that challenges you.
Yeah.
Expands your knowledge, keeps your mind sharp.
That's so key. It's not just passively scrolling or anything.
Exactly. It can be like diving deep into a nonfiction book or even exploring a thought-provoking article, maybe even getting lost in a captivating novel. But it's that focused reading that strengthens your focus and cultivates a curious mind.
I love that.
So we've got our morning routine kind of down now, but how do we keep that momentum going, as we navigate the rest of our day? Yeah, that's the real challenge.
It is. But luckily for us, this source material provides some really actionable strategies.
All right, I'm ready.
First up is setting daily goals.
Love it.
Yeah. And it emphasizes starting small.
Oh, that's good.
Right. Achievable wins that kind of build momentum.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the source material talks about how it's about breaking down those larger aspirations into bite-sized steps, right?
Oh, yeah.
Even just crossing off something simple like drink 8 glasses of water or take a 15-minute walk.
Oh, yeah.
It triggers that sense of accomplishment, which then motivates you to keep going.
Absolutely.
Right. It's like a positive feedback loop.
I love that. Yeah.
For productivity. And speaking of keeping your energy up, the source dives deep into the power of hydration.
Yes. Water.
Water. Now, we've all heard drink water, right?
We have.
But this goes beyond the basic health benefits.
Okay.
It really frames hydration as like a secret weapon for better focus and decision making.
And there's real science to back this up. Even mild dehydration can lead to like fatigue, headaches, difficulty concentrating. It's crazy how something as simple as drinking enough water can impact your mental performance.
It's true. It's true.
It's like upgrading your brain's operating system.
Yeah. Just a few sips of water.
With just a few sips of water.
Exactly.
Pretty cool.
I love that.
Okay, now this next one might require a bit more willpower.
Oh, boy.
Limiting screen time.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
It is a tough one, but the source material specifically recommends setting boundaries, especially in those key windows, like early morning and the hours leading up to sleep.
Yeah.
And it talks about being mindful of how technology impacts our energy and our well-being.
Right. It's so easy to just be like constantly plugged in.
Totally. And it makes sense though, right? Because excessive screen time can interfere with sleep patterns, disrupt our natural circadian rhythms. It can even increase stress levels.
Yeah, I definitely feel that sometimes.
Oh yeah, me too. And it's not just about feeling tired either. Studies have shown that poor sleep can negatively impact everything.
Wow. Yeah.
From your mood and memory to your decision-making abilities.
Yeah, it all kind of cascades.
Totally. So creating those tech-free zones, especially around bedtime, can really pay off.
Oh, for sure.
In terms of your overall health and productivity.
It's about reclaiming control over your attention.
Yes,
exactly. And creating space for those more restful and restorative activities.
I love that. Okay, so before we move on to the next set of habits, let's just pause for a second.
Okay.
What's resonating with you so far from this initial set? Anything jumping out at you?
You know, for me, it's that idea of intentionality that you were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Particularly when it comes to like reading and limiting screen time, you know, it's just a good reminder that we actually have the power to choose how we engage with information and technology rather than letting them control us, you know?
Right. It's about being proactive rather than reactive.
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready to delve into the next batch of habits?
Yes, let's do it. What do we got?
All right, this group dives into the realm of mental and physical well-being. And I have a feeling things are about to get zen.
Bring on the zen.
I know, right? Okay, so let's start with one that might make some people hesitate: meditation.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
It is, but before you dismiss it as something only for, yogis on mountaintops.
Right, right.
The source material presents meditation as this really practical tool for reducing stress and even enhancing your focus.
Really?
Yeah, even if you only have a few minutes to spare.
Interesting.
I know. And it actually points out that it's not just about sitting in silence with your eyes closed.
Right, there's a lot more to it.
Right, there's so many different types of meditation.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like mindfulness practices or even guided visualizations.
Oh, yeah.
That can be really easily incorporated into your daily routine.
Yeah, you don't have to go to a retreat or anything.
Exactly. And it says that even a few minutes of focused breathing can help calm your nervous system and clear your mind.
It's like hitting that reset button, you know?
Totally, on your mental state.
Yeah.
Okay, and then to complement those moments of mindfulness, the source emphasizes the importance of a consistent nighttime routine.
Oh, yeah, that's huge.
I know. And this goes beyond just, brushing your teeth and washing your face.
Okay, so what does it say?
It's about creating a wind-down ritual.
Ooh, I like that.
That signals to your body and mind that it's time to, relax and prepare for sleep.
Yeah.
So this could involve dimming the lights, reading a book, taking a warm bath, listening to calming music, whatever. Helps you kind of disconnect from the day's stimulation and transition into that restful state.
It's like you're creating a buffer zone between the busyness of the day and the tranquility of sleep.
Exactly. I love that.
Yeah.
And the science backs this up too.
Really?
Yeah, studies have shown that a consistent nighttime routine can improve sleep quality, reduce stress levels, and even boost your mood the next day.
Wow, so it really does make a difference.
It really does. It's about creating this sense of order and predictability that allows your body and mind to truly unwind, I think.
I love that. That makes so much sense.
And who doesn't want a better night's sleep?
Everyone wants that.
Okay, are you ready for a habit that injects a little excitement into the mix?
Oh, I like that. Hit me with it.
Okay, so the source suggests picking up a new skill, something that stretches your brain and keeps you engaged.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. And the beauty of this is that it can be anything that sparks your curiosity, right?
Yeah.
So it could be learning a new language, mastering a cooking technique, maybe taking up a musical instrument, or exploring some kind of creative hobby.
So many options.
Right. And engaging in these novel activities, it doesn't just keep your mind sharp, but it also increases your cognitive reserve, which makes your brain more resilient to, age-related decline.
So it's like investing in your future brain power.
Exactly. And alongside all that mental stimulation, the source encourages us to spend some time outdoors.
Yes, nature.
Nature. We all know fresh air is good for us, but the research presented here goes deeper.
Okay, tell me more.
It highlights how even a short walk in nature can significantly reduce stress hormones and improve your overall mood.
It's true. There's just something about being in nature that really has a profound impact.
I agree. And there are studies that show that exposure to natural environments can lower blood pressure, reduce anxiety, and even boost creativity.
Wow, it's like nature's offering us this free dose of therapy,
I love that. It totally is.
Yeah.
Now, for all the organization enthusiasts out there, this next one might spark some joy: decluttering.
Oh, decluttering.
I know, but it's not just about the aesthetics here.
Okay.
The source emphasizes the link between a tidy space and a clearer mind.
Right, because a cluttered environment can really contribute to feeling overwhelmed and anxious, right?
It totally can.
Yeah.
And so by decluttering your physical space, you're also creating mental space,
Yes, I love that.
which allows for, greater focus and clarity.
It's like clearing out those mental cobwebs.
Exactly. I love that. The mental cobwebs, yeah.
Yeah.
And, sometimes I think we get so caught up in our own routines and to-do lists
Yeah, for sure.
that we forget the importance of something fundamental,
What's that?
nurturing those meaningful connections with family and friends.
Oh, that's so important.
It is. And the source material reminds us that strong social bonds are absolutely essential for our well-being.
Yeah, we're social creatures.
We are. And so, spending time with loved ones, having meaningful conversations, simply enjoying each other's company, those are the things that truly enrich our lives.
They really do.
And the research supports this too,
Oh, yeah.
Studies have shown that people with strong social connections tend to be happier, healthier, and even live longer.
Wow.
It's a good reminder that we're wired for connection, and those relationships are vital for our overall well-being.
So true, so true. Yeah, it's a powerful reminder that we're not meant to go through life alone.
It really is.
We thrive when we have those support systems.
So true. Okay, let's shift gears for a minute.
Okay.
Let's get practical.
All right, I like it.
This source dives into a habit that, while not always the most exciting, is super crucial for overall well-being, budgeting, and saving.
Yeah, it's funny because financial stress can really be a major drain on your energy and your mental clarity,
Oh, for sure.
But the source material doesn't just talk about the nuts and bolts of budgeting.
Okay.
It frames financial health as this path to greater freedom and peace of mind.
Which, when you think about it, makes so much sense.
It does.
Because if you're constantly worried about money, it's hard to focus on your goals, your relationships, even just enjoying the present moment.
Exactly. It's like it takes up so much space in your brain.
It does. It does. And so by taking control of your finances, even in small ways,
Right.
you're reducing stress and opening up possibilities for the future.
You're giving yourself permission to, breathe a little easier.
Exactly. I love that.
Okay.
Okay, this next habit is all about giving yourself permission to recharge,
Ooh.
practicing self-care.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
And before you think this is just about bubble baths and face masks,
Right.
the source material takes a much more holistic approach.
Oh, interesting.
It emphasizes that self-care is not selfish.
Right.
It's essential.
Yeah.
It's essential for preventing burnout and maintaining those energy levels.
Yeah, you can't pour from an empty cup, right?
You can't. And it talks about recognizing your own needs and taking proactive steps to meet them.
Yeah, I love that.
And that can look different for everyone, right?
Oh, for sure.
For some, it might be that quiet time to read a book.
Yeah.
For others, it might be connecting with nature or pursuing a creative outlet.
So many options.
Right. The key is to identify what truly nourishes you and make it a regular part of your life.
I love that. It's about finding what works for you.
Exactly. Okay, let's talk about a habit that can be a bit tricky, but is incredibly powerful.
Ooh. Okay. Lay it on me.
Limiting negativity.
Ooh. Limiting negativity.
Yeah, and I love how this source doesn't just say, think positive.
Right.
Because we all know life isn't always sunshine and rainbows.
It's not.
Right, so it's not about ignoring challenges or pretending everything's perfect.
Right, right.
It's more about being mindful of the information that you consume,
Yeah.
the environments you surround yourself with, and even the people you spend your time with.
It's like creating this positive ecosystem for yourself, right?
It is, both internally and externally.
Yeah, love that.
And sometimes that might even mean setting boundaries with certain people or situations that, drain your energy or bring you down.
It's about protecting your mental space, just like you would your physical space.
Exactly. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a habit that not only benefits you, but also makes a positive impact on the world around you.
Ooh.
Volunteering. And I love how the source emphasizes that giving back to your community can actually boost your own happiness and well-being.
It's true. It's true. I've definitely noticed that.
And there are studies that have shown that volunteering can increase feelings of purpose, reduce stress, and even improve physical health.
Wow, that's amazing.
It really is. It's a win-win situation.
It is. And, it doesn't have to be this huge time commitment either.
Right.
Even small acts of kindness, like, I don't know, helping an elderly neighbor or donating to a local charity, those things can make a difference.
They can.
It's about shifting your focus outward a little bit and recognizing that you do have something valuable to offer.
I love that.
Wow.
Okay, for all the introspective folks out there, this next habit might appeal to you keeping a journal.
Ooh, journaling.
I know. And the source positions this as a powerful tool for self-awareness and emotional clarity.
Yeah, journaling can be a really great way to process your thoughts and emotions and even track your progress.
It really can. It's like having a conversation with yourself, but on paper.
Yeah. And what I love about it is that there's no right or wrong way to do it.
There's not.
It can be stream of consciousness, a gratitude list, a reflection on your day, or even just a space to doodle and brainstorm, whatever works. Exactly. The key is to find what works for you and make it a regular practice.
It really is. And even a few minutes a day can make a difference.
It can.
All right, time to talk about a habit that is essential for our physical health and well-being.
Okay, what's that?
Eating healthier.
Oh, eating healthier.
And I appreciate how the source emphasizes making those gradual, sustainable changes rather than trying to overhaul your entire diet overnight.
Yeah, because that's just not realistic for most people.
It's not. And it's not about deprivation or strict rules.
Right.
It's about making mindful choices that nourish your body and support your overall health.
And it can be as simple as swapping out sugary drinks for water, incorporating more fruits and vegetables into your meals, or choosing whole grains over processed foods.
Right, those little things.
Yeah, those small changes, consistently applied, can lead to some really significant results over time.
They can. And finally, we come to a habit that I think really embodies the spirit of continuous growth, embracing lifelong learning.
Ooh, I love that. Lifelong learning.
Yeah, and I love how this source presents this as the key to staying curious, adaptable, and engaged with the world around us.
It's about cultivating that growth mindset, right?
It is.
And recognizing that there's always something new to discover and learn.
Always.
Whether it's taking a course, reading a book, attending a workshop, or even just having conversations with people who have different perspectives than your own.
Right, get out of that echo chamber.
Yeah, and in a world that's constantly changing,
It is.
this ability to learn and adapt, it's more valuable than ever.
It is. It really is. Wow, we've covered a lot of ground. 20 habits.
We have.
It might seem a little overwhelming, but remember, this source material emphasizes that it's not about being perfect, it's about progress.
That's so important to remember.
It is.
The key is to start small, choose one habit that resonates with you, and just make it a part of your routine. And once it becomes a habit, you can add another one.
You can. It's all about building that momentum.
Brick by brick.
Exactly. Now, before we wrap up, I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Okay.
What stands out to you most from all of these habits? Which ones feel particularly relevant to your life right now?
That's a good question. For me, it's that emphasis on limiting negativity that we were talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah.
I've been feeling a little drained lately, and I think being more mindful of the information I consume and the people I surround myself with could really help boost my energy and focus.
I think so too. And it's a great reminder that we really do have the power to shape our environment and choose what we let into our mental space.
It's so true.
It's so easy to just get swept up in it all.
It is. It really is.
But taking that step back and really creating a more positive and supportive environment, it can make such a huge difference.
It can. And I think it's important to remember that this is a journey, not a destination.
Oh, that's
You know, some days are going to be easier than others, and we're going to fall back into those old patterns sometime.
we are.
But the key is to just keep practicing,
Yeah.
keep experimenting, and just learn what works best for you.
I love that progress, not perfection.
Exactly.
And that's something that really resonated with me through this whole deep dive into these 20 life-transforming habits, you know?
Yeah,
It's not about trying to do everything at once or becoming some superhuman version of ourselves.
right.
It's about making those small, consistent changes that add up to big results over time.
It is, and it's also about finding what truly resonates with you.
Oh, yeah.
You know, what aligns with your values, your goals, what brings you that sense of joy and fulfillment.
Total.
It's not a one-size-fits-all.
It's not. And that's why I think this deep dive has been so valuable.
I agree.
We've explored these habits, we've discussed the science, we've shared our own insights and reflections, but ultimately it's up to each individual listener to decide which habits they want to embrace and how they want to incorporate them into their life.
It is. It's about taking that information and making it your own.
Exactly. So as you embark on this journey of personal growth and transformation,
Yeah.
remember to be patient with yourself.
Yes.
Celebrate those wins along the way, and never lose sight of the incredible power you have to shape your own life.
So well said. We hope this deep dive has given you the knowledge and the inspiration and the motivation to create a life that's truly fulfilling, meaningful, and aligned with your deepest aspirations.
I love that. Until next time,
Keep exploring, keep growing, and keep shining your light.
happy habit building.